Better let me go out first.
Wasn't I sitting right there? The left door. I'm sitting right there talking to the left.
I beg your pardon.
They're both wrong. I'll take it. Wait a minute. Will you show me that? The whole pack of you're wrong. I had a ringside seat and I saw every blow. Now, Tony threw a wide right. Dempsey stepped in with a left to the stomach. I beat Johnny Cage the same way in Jersey City that time. Look, I'll show you in slow motion. Now, bring up your right.
You're telegraphing him, eh, Pete?
Oh, yeah, Johnny. I was telling him about the time I slapped you down in Jersey City. You know, you should have beat me that night. I was an old man then, but I was too smart for you.
Well, tell me what happened. I never did find out.
Well, you threw a wide right. I led with a left to the stomach.
Oh, no, I led with the left.
Oh, you threw a right, Johnny.
No, Pete. I led with the left.
It was a right.
Now, look, I'll show you. Look. I led with the left, and you brought in a left, and I threw a right hand and missed. Get back. Will you give me some air? Get this guy some water, will you, Pete? Now, where's that water? Oh! Come on, gee, I'm sorry, Paul. Just a slip.
Here, come on, let's do it. Quick, Dave, a shot of scotch. One for me, too.
That's right, Pete. You take care of it, will you? I'll explain to him how it happened. I'll see you later. Hold on. Take it easy. Hold on.
Yes? Will you come here, please?
I was on the point of coming when you called. Excuse me.
You certainly know how to pick your spots.
You're just making comparisons, Hazel. My father always said you've got to know something about the weeds to appreciate a rose.
Well, let's get out of the garden and pay some attention to me.
Oh, yes. I was simply telling the girls how fortunate I was.
Just a minute, Hazel. Excuse us. Now, listen. You keep your eye on Burton. Tell Riley not to let him out of here. I'm going over to Burton's apartment. Canning has the key. I'll explain later.
Excuse me.
Well, surely.
I beg your pardon. You're a friend of Johnny Cave's, aren't you?
I'm proud of it. Aren't you the girl he's going to marry?
Well, I hope so.
Well, with your vote and Johnny's and mine, you might be elected.
Has he gone home?
No, he's gone out looking for a bit of trouble. He has a date with Mr. Canning at Mr. Burton's apartment. Which reminds me, I have a date with Mr. Burton. Excuse me.
I've been robbed.
Why, you're crazy. Take it easy.
Come on, let me out of here. I've been robbed. I tell you, let me out of here.
Johnny wants Mr. Burton to wait from here, Mr. Riley. It's very important.
Oh, yeah? Do you think you're big enough to keep
Hold
me?
your horses. You're staying right here. See that Mr. Burton doesn't leave the party. I want him to stay and enjoy himself.
That's it, please.
Well, all right, come on, folks. Step up. Let's have something. Dave, quick.
Hello, police headquarters? And let me speak to Mr. Hanlon, please. Oh, well, Captain Hanlon, then. Just say a friend of Johnny Cave's.
Al and Tim picked this joint clean, couldn't find a thing. That must be the closet. Find me a chair. Keep your eye on that door. Cave, I believe. Department of Weights and Measures.
Yeah, Chief Deputy. Wouldn't it be just too bad if you were found here stiff and cold, shot while committing burglary?
You haven't got nerve enough to use that rod on me, Kavanaugh.
Funny, I thought I had.
Take care of him till after I get rid of these. Thought the party was at Riley's.
Oh, Marty. And without a permit. Mike, I'm afraid we'll have to arrest Mr. Kavanaugh.
I'm afraid so.
Firebug in a high hat. Everything all right, Johnny?
Yeah. Kind of toasted around the edges, but it's all here.
I'm afraid we'll have to arrest you for, what'll it be, Johnny?
Oh, attempted arson.
Well, that'll do for now.
You can't arrest me. Let me have that phone.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be fair to Mr. Burton. He'd have to pay for the call. I send a man to pick him up. I think we'll have a little get-together, and Pete Riley may send some sandwiches. Take good care of Mr. Canning, Mike. And don't bend him. Well, let's get going. Come on, Marty.
See you in a minute. Let me out of here.
Open that door, Johnny.
Now you're going to get what's coming of you.
You can't hit me. I'm under arrest.
Oh, no?
Come on, Johnny, open this door. Open this door. You can't beat up my prisoner. Unlock this door, Johnny. Unlock this door, I'll break it in. As I finish this cigar.
Johnny, you didn't use the money we'd saved.
No, of course not. Yeah. See for yourself. It's all intact.
And how did you get the ring?
Bought it, of course.
But how?
On the installment plan.
But what about...
I know. It's a racket.
Oh, but Johnny. Oh, darling.
May I call your attention to this charming love seat?
Ja schon, nicht wahr?
Ja, aber nicht schön genug. Meinen Sie nicht auch?
Jane!
Have I kept you waiting long?
Waiting becomes a pleasure if it's waiting for you.
You talk like a poet.
Well, why shouldn't I when I'm inspired by a perfect poet?
Eric, this is lovely. You're the most thoughtful man in the world. Here, you must have one yourself.
I feel like a proud knight being decorated by his lady fair.
You are my proud knight, aren't you?
I hope so. But what's the matter? Have I said something to upset you?
No,
But you look unhappy.
I am. I am unhappy. Terribly so. Eric, I have to say goodbye.
What? You're going away?
Yes, to London. I must go.
When?
Tonight.
Tonight? But I thought you said you were going to stay here at least a month.
I know I did. But something has happened to make me alter my plans. It's terribly important. Something I can't tell, even you.
But surely you owe me some explanation.
I know I do, but I can't give you one. Oh, I know how you feel. For I feel the same way myself. Let me do that for you.
You know, this is all so awfully strange and mysterious. Like some old melodrama. A week ago, we hadn't met. You didn't mean a thing to me, and I didn't mean a thing to you. Now you stand there, filling my pipe and disturbing me terribly.
Can it be possible that we've only known each other such a short time?
Just 7 days.
It seems much longer than that.
Yes, but much has happened, Jane. We've had a perfectly glorious time. And until 10 minutes ago, I was possibly the happiest man in the whole world. But now, I'm...
Lesen Sie mal, was in der Zeitung steht.
What does it say?
Oh, I forgot you. You don't know German. Germany has declared war on Russia.
War?
May I go, friend? I have a boy who will be called.
Yes, Hans, please go.
War is a ghastly thing. God knows what this may lead to. Probably a good thing you're going. You'll be safer in London. You're not going away because of someone else.
Oh, no. You mustn't think that. There's no one else. There couldn't be. Eric, will you say goodbye to me here?
Why here?
Because I want my last thought of you to be here in this garden, where we've been so happy together.
Last thought? You don't mean that this is really goodbye?
No, not goodbye. Just auf Wiedersehen. Good morning.
Ah, good morning, Miss Gershon. Prompt as usual.
Just to show you that I don't need much more prompting.
We shall see. Now, I hope you're as perfect in your lessons as you were yesterday.
I think I shall be. It's becoming second nature to me.
Right. You are now no longer Jane Gershon. You are Ellen Courtier. Who is this?
Major General Sir George Crandall, KCB.
How long has he been in command of Gibraltar?
2 years.
Who is this?
Lady Crandall.
How did you first meet Lady Crandall?
Our mothers were friends.
Have you seen much of Lady Crandall in the last few years?
Not since I was 14.
Has your family kept in touch with Lady Crandall?
My sister Pauline writes to her all the time.
And it was through her that Lady Crandall invited you to visit Gibraltar?
Yes?
What was the name of your governess when Lady Crandall knew you?
Elizabeth Brecken.
And what is your name? And after whom were you named?
My name is Ellen Courtier. I was named after my Aunt Ellen.
Where have you been living the last 3 years?
In Paris, studying the violin.
Anywhere else?
No.
That's splendid, miss.
1893.
Correct, number 1893. I think you pass anywhere, under any test.
I will, because I feel as though I really am Ellen Courtier.
We have to be careful, because I feel this house is being watched. Would you like to own the plans again?
I don't think it's necessary. I have a picture of every room in my head.
You'd better take this. You never know when you may need it. You have all your instructions.
Yes, but are you sure there's no chance of the actual Miss Courtier appearing?
None whatever. We have taken good care of that.
And the passport?
Here. Also her violin. I hope Miss Gershon still plays the violin as well as ever.
Certainly. And where's the luggage?
Her luggage is at your hotel.
I almost believe it myself.
Of course, I don't have to tell you to be careful. Gibraltar's not exactly a pleasant spot for people in our line of endeavor.
I'll be careful.
I want to impress upon you that this is not only an unusually important mission, but an unusually dangerous one. Under no circumstances whatsoever must you reveal your identity, except by the innocent use of your number. Remember, you're acting absolutely alone, without assistance. In enemy country, your sex cannot save you. Male or female, you are a spy.
I understand perfectly.
There's no more to be said, except... Auf Wiedersehen, Fräulein.
Auf Wiedersehen, Herr Hauptmann. Ich bin genauso deutsch wie Sie.
As German as I. Perfect, my dear.
So your name is Buckley now. You certainly have a great deal of courage to come back here at this time.
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. Belke? Sergeant, turn out the guard.
Sergeant of the Guard, 2 men.
Quick, march.
Oh, left turn. Left turn. Quick march.
Not a very pleasant thing to see on landing, I'm afraid.
No, it isn't.
I'm sorry, but it's war. Miss Courtier?
Miss Courtier,
May I ask why you were in Gibraltar?
I've come to visit Lady Crandall.
Oh, I beg your pardon. If you don't mind waiting a minute or two, I'll see that Lady Crandall knows you're here.
That's very kind.
You see, in order to go through the fortifications, one has to have an escort.
I understand. And how long must I wait?
Possibly 10 or 15 minutes, Miss Courtier. If you'd rather wait in that hotel across the street to Paris, I'll send the car over there.
Thank you.
Boy, take this lady's bags across the street.
Put my bags just over there. Thank you.
Good morning, mademoiselle. I'm the maitre d'hotel.
Good morning.
I am at your service.
Thank you. You see, I'm the guest of Sir George and Lady Crandall. I'm just waiting for the car.
Well, then, while you are waiting, permit me to offer you the hospitality of my private office.
That's very kind.
May I?
Thank you.
I see mademoiselle is a musician.
Not a very good one, I'm afraid.
Violins are my hobby.
Oh, yes?
Will you permit me to look at yours?
By all means.
Oh. And I should like to play it. I see you have my favorite melody.
That's odd. Do you know it, too? Not very many people do these days.
It's not so old. It was written in 1889.
No. 1893, I believe.
So you are 1893. I'm glad you've come, Fraulein. Ich wurde nervös.
And you are 1889. But tell me, how did you ever recognize me?
I was told to look out for a pretty lady carrying a violin case marked EC. Everything is working fine. For 12 years, I've served at Wilhelmstrasse, in Constantinople, in London, and here on the Rock. But never before has there been such an opportunity. Well, let's get down to business.
Good.
You have studied the plans of the fortification of the Rock? No?
I remember them quite well. You see, I was here 7 years ago.
Here are the plans that will give you the details you need. Study these tonight and burn them before you sleep. And be careful.
Certainly.
You know room B?
Yes, as I remember, that's next to the governor's office.
Right. Now, in that room, there's a safe, to which only two have the combination. The staff major and myself. There it is. The dual combination.
It sounds all too easy.
Don't fool yourself. There are 2 sentries on duty by day and 1 by night watching that room.
Well, sentries are only human.
The safe is not. It is charged with electricity and will kill anyone. Anyone who doesn't know the right way to touch it.
And how am I to learn the right way?
Let me show you. There are 3 handles on the panels on the bookcase.
Yes?
The 2 on the right, you turn so. And the bookcase on the wall will slide away, exposing the safe.
Then what?
Now, on this safe, there are 2 dials.
I see.
But if you stand in the natural position to open the safe and touch those 2 dials, you'll not only give the alarm, you'll electrocute yourself.
Electrocute myself. It's a charming idea.
But if you stand 16 inches back from the safe, so, and move over, you can work the combination without danger.
Oh, you're right. And in the event that you are, then what, right?
In the drawer marked D, there is a key. Tomorrow morning, early, you must get it out. For at 5 minutes to 5, number 54 will come to you for it.
And who is number 54?
That none of us know. But he will meet you there and make himself known to you. Until then, you must work alone.
Beg pardon, sir, but there's an officer here.
An officer?
Yes, sir, with a car for Miss Courtier.
Miss Courtier?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Oh, I say. Miss Courtier, I presume?
Yes, I am Miss Courtier.
Well, I'm the General's aide, you know.
Oh.
I've been sent down to escort you to his quarters.
How'd you do, Captain?
Really, please forgive me. I haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm Lieutenant Archibald Plantagenet Chumley, Royal Garrison Artillery.
How'd you do, Lieutenant? Oh.
Yes, it's an awfully long name. Don't you bother with it, please. Most of my friends, and quite a lot of people who really aren't my friends at all, call me Archie. Just plain Archie.
But is this so sudden?
The luggage is in your car, sir. All right, thank you. Shall we go?
Miss Courtier and Lieutenant Chumley.
My dear. Why, I was nearly going to call you child. But you've grown into a woman. A beautiful woman, if I might say so.
That's awfully kind of you.
Somehow I don't recognize you at all. You've changed so.
Changed?
Why, yes. I pictured you as being entirely different. But I suppose you've surprised everybody. You know, as a child, you weren't particularly good-looking. But now, you've developed into a most extraordinarily beautiful woman.
Oh, rather, Lady Crandall. Yes, most extraordinarily beautiful.
I think Sir George was looking for you a moment ago, Archie.
By Jove, that means I've got to go and report, I suppose.
I should if I were you, Archie. It will make you any happier. You may tell your fellow officers from me that Miss Courtier is grade A.
Oh, really, Lady Crandall?
And that you'll be here for several weeks.
I'm so glad. You know, I'll be seeing you again, Miss Courtier. Yes.
Goodbye, Archie.
I beg your pardon.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Yes, of course. Goodbye.
He's a nice boy, but still a boy. Oh, but do let me take a violin here. Come and sit down.
Thanks.
I'm so glad you brought this.
Oh, my sister has a picture like this on it.
Oh, yes, I know. It's my favorite one. Rather settles me. That's why I sent it to all my friends. But tell me, how is Pauline?
Splendid. Very happy and very busy with the family.
You know, it almost gives me a shock when I think of Pauline having children. How time flies. Why, it seems only yesterday we used to romp together. Indeed, it made me feel quite old when I saw you standing at the door. Somehow or other, I didn't expect you to be just as you are.
I suppose we all change. I don't think you look a day old. But tell me, how is Sir George?
Oh, Sir George is very well. Only he's very worried.
I suppose it is a great responsibility being in command of Gibraltar, particularly now.
But it isn't only that. Well, he's dreadfully upset because of spies.
Spies?
Yes. The intelligence department has notified him to take every precaution.
But surely it's impossible for a spy to come here, Gibraltar.
That's just it. It isn't impossible. Why, only this morning they caught a man at the barrier.
Did they think he was a spy?
Think it, my dear. They knew it. Sir George is just arranging for his trial. Poor fellow.
Well, sir, thank goodness that's over.
Yes, there's nothing I hate more than a court-martial. I think these should be locked up at once.
Come in. Captain Woodhouse, sir, of the Royal Engineers.
Woodhouse? Engineers?
Yes, sir, that's the new sapper to assist me.
Oh, yes. Show him in.
Major General Crandall, sir?
Yes. So you're Woodhouse, eh?
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you with us, Woodhouse.
Thank you, sir.
This is Major Bishop.
How do you do, sir? How are you, Woodhouse? Have you got your movement orders? There you are, sir. Thanks.
Had an eventful journey?
Not particularly, sir. I came through Spain. France, of course, is in a turmoil. Boulogne is chaotic. Paris is black as pitch after dark. You know, everybody there is suspected of being a spy. Our intelligence department is suspicious, too. They think the Wilhelmstrasse has agents everywhere. The orderly told me that you caught a spy trying to slip through this morning.
We did. We've just come from the court-martial now.
Caught red-handed. Poor devil's to be shot tomorrow morning.
I couldn't help admiring his pluck, though. Our intelligence department thought he might have accomplices on the run. And they offered him his life if he betrayed the master spy. Of course, he denied everything.
These all right, Woodhouse. Now, look here. There's something for you to learn. It's the sapper's job to keep it working. By Jove, that's clever, sir. How do you do it?
There's a lot about this room you'll have to learn. The duplicate controls of all the harbor defenses are here.
Well,
Oh, concealed, of course. You'll soon learn all about our little tricks, except the combination of that Satan. That's Bishop's secret.
Yes, I hope no fool tries to meddle with it.
It'll be a convenient method of suicide. I see Lady Crandall's having some friends to tea. Why don't you come over?
Oh, thank you very much, sir. But this mufti, hadn't I better change into uniform?
Oh, well, that's all right, my boy.
Captain Woodhouse.
How do you do, Captain Woodhouse?
How do you do, Lady Crandall?
You arrived at a very appropriate time. Do you know anyone here?
No, I'm afraid I don't. May I inquire who was playing so delightfully?
Oh, Ellen Courtier. And she's just as beautiful as her playing. Would you care to meet her?
I would like to.
Ellen, dear. Ah, I see you know each other.
Why, yes.
You do know somebody, then?
Well, I certainly didn't expect to find I didn't expect to find you here.
Small world, isn't it?
Yes.
Archie, come along. Let's go and get some tea.
I don't need it.
Archie?
But you didn't tell me you were coming here.
I didn't get a chance to tell you anything. You were the one who did all the telling. You told me you were going to London.
Let us go out on the balcony.
Quite right. Goodbye. Thanks.
I beg your pardon, sir. Mr. Capper insists on seeing you, sir.
Capper? Capper?
He said he was with you in India, sir.
Oh, that Capper. Show him in.
Very well, sir.
And, you stand there.
Very well.
Well?
You haven't forgotten that service I did for you in India, General?
Of course not. You were paid for it, weren't you?
Yes.
What I've been hearing about you since then hasn't been altogether complimentary. I hope it isn't true.
Well, I did go to pieces a bit for a while. I was sick. I've been running him pretty hard like the past 2 years, but they can't keep me down much longer. I'm going to show them.
I hope so, I'm sure. You wanted to see me about?
General, I'm an Englishman. You know that. I may be down and out, and my friends may not want to know me when we meet, but I'm English, and I am loyal.
Yes, I'm sure. I've no doubt about that.
I just wanted you to keep that in mind, General, while I talk. General. Remember Crane? That chap in Burma.
Crane? No.
You haven't forgotten him, General. You haven't forgotten how he lived in Burma a couple of years, mingling with the English, until someone suddenly found out that his real name was Krantz, and that he was a mighty unhealthy chap to have about. Surely, General.
Yes, I remember him now.
And there was Alice Broughton,
I'd
too.
like you not to speak about her.
I'm sorry, General, but you thought she was all right until a couple of Secret Service men walked into Lady Langdon's drawing room and took her away.
Come, what are you driving at? Out with it.
General, you couldn't let me have a little drink, could you? One peg of decent scotch.
Oh. Well, if it'll help you to talk more intelligently.
Just come from the Paris Hotel, General. There was a girl there today, had a private confab with Alba. She said her name was Kochi.
Well, what of it?
Remember Crane, General? Remember Alice Broughton?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean that this girl who calls herself Kochi isn't Kochi at all. She's a spy. What?
Ahmadi, show this man out.
So help me, General, I'm telling you the truth. I know the real Ellen Kochi. I knew her in Paris. I can't prove what I say, but the wildest dreams of the Wilhelmstrasse come true. They've got a girl here, right in your quarters, General.
I don't believe it.
It's true all the same. I'm warning you. That's all I can. Now I'll go.
Good day. Goodbye, Kappa.
Goodbye, Sir George.
I told you once I couldn't give you an explanation. And I still can't.
But, Jane, it's different now.
You mustn't call me Jane. My name is Ellen Courtier.
Oh, now I understand. When I met you in Germany, you thought perhaps it would be a nice little adventure. A romantic adventure with a stranger. So you gave me an assumed name and then left me. You needn't have done that, Jane. You could have been honest with me.
I was.
Then why did you tell me your name was Jane Gershon?
I can't tell you anything.
But now you say your name is... Good heavens, Jane. You don't mean to tell me that Courtier is an assumed name?
No, I am Ellen Courtier.
Do you realize what you're doing? Do you know what could happen to you? Only this morning they picked up a suspect at the barrier.
I know. He was right in front of me when he was arrested. What happened? What did they do?
If you're interested in knowing, he's to be shot first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh.
This is war, Jane. When that poor devil tried to get through here this morning, he didn't know that his own side had sold him out.
It's too horrible.
Horrible, yes, it is horrible. Once I had to attend the execution of a spy. He didn't die like a hero, poor fellow. He died like a dog.
But don't you think, after all, a hero is one who, knowing he may die a dog's death, still carries on?
I beg your pardon. Lady Cranwell sends a compliments to Captain Woodhouse and requests the pleasure of his company at dinner.
Thank you. I'll be delighted.
You were here as a junior officer, weren't you?
I was, sir.
Then I want you to come over to dinner tonight.
Yes, sir, but this chart of the mine.
Well, never mind that. Let the new aide do it. This is even more important. I've just heard a ridiculous story, but nevertheless, I can't afford to ignore it.
Yes, sir, what is it?
Well, it's preposterous, of course, but I've just been told that our guest, Lady Crandall's friend, is a spy.
You don't say. Was it a reliable person who told you, sir?
Oh, not at all, but I shall have to investigate. I want you to help me cross-examine her.
Very well, sir. Shall we bring her in here?
Oh, no, nothing official. We must do it in a more casual fashion. What do you remember about 1907?
Let me see. Craigan was governor.
Craigan. Then she must remember his wife.
That's a thought.
What do you mean?
You have a portrait of her hanging in your drawing room, sir. No one who ever knew her could fail to recognize it. Let's try her on Lady Evelyn.
Splendid. That's a splendid idea. Come on over tonight.
Out with you, sir.
Tell me, why don't you like Gibraltar?
It's too suggestive of war and death.
Why, this is the quietest place imaginable. It used to be an old monastery.
Oh, it seems funny to think of a lot of old fat monks sitting around toasting their toes in front of this very fireplace.
Yes, it would be funny. But as a matter of fact, that fireplace has only been built 5 years.
5 years?
Yes, Lady Crandall told me so.
Oh.
What are you doing, Archie? Trying to frighten Ellen?
Oh, I say.
You know, Archie can lose his heart more easily than any boy I've ever known.
Oh, he's in good company then.
Is that sarcasm or admiration?
Oh, no.
You know, I've often told Archie it's a good thing Lady Evelyn isn't here now.
Oh, Lady Evelyn Craigan?
Yes, Sir David Craigan's wife.
Of course, yes.
She was a terrible flirt. That's her portrait here. Can't you tell?
Oh, yes. Yes, she has that come-hither look in her eyes.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, Miss Courtier.
Oh, she's having a splendid time, sir.
I suppose you take care of that.
Yes, sir.
It's been so nice to have you come and dine with us.
Oh, believe me, Lady Crandall, it's a pleasure that I miss. But you know how I'm chained to my desk.
Like Atlas, carrying the whole weight of the rock on your shoulders.
Well, I shall hope to come more often, now that I have Woodhouse to divide the weight.
Oh, coffee or liqueur?
A liqueur, if I may. Won't you join me, Woodhouse?
Yeah, thanks, old man, I will.
You know, I'm surprised you don't remember Mr. Coutier, Bishop.
I'm afraid he doesn't remember the lanky youngster that once was me. He was a lieutenant then. And subalterns have eyes only for the colonel's wife.
I suppose the old rock looks familiar to you, Miss Coutier.
But 7 years is a long time.
Let me see. You were here, sir, when Craigan was governor.
Yes, Sir David Craigan.
Did you know him, Woodhouse?
No, I think not.
Oh, he's a corking chap. Yes, big, blustering sort of a fella. Wasn't he, sir?
Well, no. As I remember, Sir David was a short, fat man. Rather bald, with a saber scar.
Of course, so he was. Yes, my mistake. How stupid of me. I must have been confusing him with someone else.
I imagine so. The reason I remember Sir David so well is because I've had tea with him in this room many times. The place seems very much the same after 7 years.
Do you notice any change?
Why, somehow this fireplace doesn't look familiar to me.
By Jove, you have a good memory, Miss Coutier. It wasn't built then.
Though a woman is privileged to forget, it's sometimes very important that she have a good memory.
Oh.
Very. Then you must remember Lady Cragen.
How could I ever forget?
7 years or 70. No one could ever forget her.
So it was the general's wife and not the colonel. But she was a wonderful woman.
Yes, indeed. Do you think her picture is like her, Miss Courtier?
It's perfect.
England.